Dump trucks are a critical part of the U.S. Army's engineer units. Heavy dump trucks are deployed to perform constructions and maintenance missions that create infrastructure. The Army uses HDTs to build and maintain roads, landing strips, facilities for supplies, and motor pools. Mack's been a $6.5 million investment to build a dedicated production line for the armored dump truck at its former Customer Adaptation Center factory complex in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Production of the HDTs started in the first quarter of this year. The U.S. Army is taking delivery of its first heavily armored Mack dump truck in a move to upgrade its battlefield capability. While the heavily armored Mack dump trucks are based on a civilian truck model, they are designed for combat. The armored cabs, for example, are engineered to protect soldiers if there is a large-scale blast. Talking power. These HDTs are powered by 13-liter Mack MP8 engines, delivering 440 horsepower and 1,660 pounds-foot of torque. The vehicle has a 27-ton payload without armor installed and a 22.5-ton payload when fully armored. Mack Defense engineers also added heavier-duty rear axles and an all-wheel drive 8x8 configuration. They increased the suspension's ride height to create a heavy dump truck capable of meeting demanding payload and mobility requirements set by the U.S. Army. The Army's current dump truck fleet is aging. Many of the Army's missions are within extremely austere environments. So if we need to build things to support combat or training operations, dump trucks are absolutely essential to the force. Mack should feel right at home producing vehicles for the Army, because the company's trademark Bulldog nickname was earned in 1917 during World War I. Mack delivered several thousand trucks in Europe at that time, and the British soldiers, when facing daunting terrain, would yell to send the Mack Bulldogs because of the truck's blunt nose hood and reputation for durability. It reminded them of their country's mascot, the British Bulldog. These new HDTs are a big deal for both the Army and for Mack, as these HDTs are actually the first new heavy tactical wheeled vehicles the U.S. Army has added to its portfolio in 12 years. In fact, according to Army officials during the event, the Army's current dump truck fleet includes some variants that are nearly 50 years old, so these trucks are quite a welcome addition to the fleet. Now, these HDTs are based on the commercially available vocational Mack Granite model. The Army says it plans to use these dump trucks in its engineer units, and they will likely be key in construction and maintenance missions for infrastructure assets both home and abroad. We're talking roadways, airfields, landing strips, supply facilities, motor pools, things like that. Mack's M917A3 HDTs will freshen up the Army's current fleet and better equip the engineer regiment to maintain operational pace in the modern battlefield.